Okay, so we figured we would share with you finally what we're eating because we just kind of always skip over that. And once again, we got drug baggies full of sauce. Look hot.
I'm just cutting the tips off because
Just
we don't want to.
Just a tip.
Oh, that. Well, you can dip in that one. This one's cut a little. So.
All right.
And then these were supposed to be burrito tacos.
And
no consomme. So I guess you have to order the consomme separate. But we got beef and cheese and just beef. And they both have cilantro and onions on them. And we have guacamole.
And pico.
Yum. And pico.
Yeah.
And then came with some little chips.
And some lemons and radishes.
So.
Because I guess that's the thing here. So, these little chips. Little tiny bag of chips.
I don't understand the radishes, but I'm going to try.
Well, with the lime, they gotta be good, right? Better, yeah.
So, here we go.
All right. Well, I don't know with cheese. They didn't even dip it. Oh, this sucks, man. Why didn't they just? Yeah. I hope the flavor is good because I wanted the consomme.
Yeah.
Spread this apart. There's like a big old chunk of meat just like right there.
Ooh.
Like my meat.
Hot though.
Is it?
Yeah, this one's hot.
Oh. My hands are numb. All right. Let's go. All right.
I'm gonna do guacamole.
This is the avocado sauce.
Oh.
Damn, everything they do is hot.
But
better flavor?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see this guy. God damn.
This one's hot too?
They're both spicy, yeah.
That's the same
one, yeah. I think so. Yeah, it's gotta be. Oof. They both got a kick to them.
So the sauces are spicy, the red and the guacamole's not?
I don't think the pico is gonna be either. It doesn't even look like there's jalapeno on there, so. Wow, that's. I mean, when in Mexico, you have to eat tacos. That's all I'm saying. Without the lime seed. Or two. Because I'm really good at that. How can I? Seriously? I managed to eat a lime with a ton of seeds in it. Limes never have seeds like that?
They do.
Like that? It's big old like lemon seed. It's gigantic.
They're pretty big. I will say there's a little more flavor in these, even without the stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, but that crunch isn't there. And that consomme that they usually dip it in, like yesterday.
Yeah. So tomorrow, excuse me, we'll go back to the Alberto's, and we'll order consomme with our tacos.
Yeah, we're probably gonna go there and get more burrito tacos.
We're dying to get the consomme with the taco. We have yet to be able to do that.
And I mean, it's just been tacos here are just like it's like chocolate, it's like candy. You could just never get enough tacos in Mexico. Even if they're not as good as we thought they were gonna, or some of them were, they're still fantastic. You're right. This meat has got some.
The pico's good.
I mean, meat's got a lot more flavor, for sure.
So,
but we were gonna go to that place tonight.
Definitely fresh.
We were gonna snack, like have just a couple tacos, and then go to the place tonight with our feet in the water. But then, after 2 days of debating whether or not we were even going to go there, yes, no, no, yes, and we were like, oh yes, because it's patio, it's rooftop, it's gonna be beautiful. Watch the sunset. And then I was like, what kind of food do they serve? Like, should we wonder that? Dawned on us both that we probably should have checked that out. Now don't get me wrong, menu doesn't look half bad. but for some reason they have leaf cutter ants on the menu. Now, I have eaten some weird stuff in my life, but I'm not gonna try that one. And if you have ants in your restaurant, I don't know how. But now, regardless,
They grind them up and they put them in the sauces.
So I'm sure it's wonderful, but I think I don't think that either one of us were into the whole menu either. There's a lot of seafood.
Yeah.
Like some seafood like we don't eat.
Yeah, so we took a pass. So, but tomorrow, instead of doing the restaurant with our feet in the water at the infinity pool, we're going to go to a buffet and watch a
live show.
Like
a native dance.
Well, no, they said like a Mexican dance is what he said.
Yeah,
That's his exact words.
Well, okay. Native to me, if you ask me.
He said a Mexican dance show.
Mm-hmm.
So that's exciting. That's what we're going to do tomorrow.
And the buffet is all Mexican food.
And so we're going to go early, watch the sunset, because our reservation is quite a little bit late.
Mm-hmm. It's after the sunset.
And then we'll go to the show. So we'll try to video some of that as well.
Oh, yeah. We'll definitely be videoing that. For sure.
Overall, we've had tacos from 3 places.
I'd say if the consomme, if these were grilled,
it'd be perfect.
If these would have been dipped and grilled like the ones from yesterday, the filling would have been on point. Because this filling is better, I think, than the one that we had yesterday. But the tortillas just aren't.
I would say though, you're going to be careful because you've had that sitting in that juice.
It's my mouth is a little hot already. But I got a lot of cheese there, so.
Yeah, just use the tray next time. She's got her taco sitting right in the hot sauce.
Yeah, I kind of laid it right in the hot sauce. Like a dum-dum. That's okay.
But yeah, overall, we've had taco from 3 places. The place we had yesterday, where we're going to go back tomorrow probably and just get the consomme with it.
I'd say it's probably our favorite place so far.
It was really good. These are definitely right there with those. I think the crispiness kind of went away because it was covered.
Perhaps, but
And he did have to come from the Malecon.
Well, and they weren't dipped though. That was my point.
Yeah,
like if they were, it was a very shallow.
So the first place,
they dipped them.
Well, no, the very first place that we ate at.
Well, we thought they were tacos, and then
it was like
quesadillas,
and like sopes, but not the greatest.
And give it to them. I think we mentioned this in another video, but I give it to them. They handmade their. I mean, everybody hand makes their own tortillas here, but these were like those sopa. Very thick, like the pizzas you used to get in school, like the little DiGiorno personals.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of like a soft tostada. It's like an open face. Yeah.
But believe it or not, that place, not only was it recommended by 2 people, but also on Uber Eats, it is the first one that comes up with the highest rating.
Yeah. If we were to see it, you would be like,
We did.
Yeah, we saw it first and we were like, maybe not. But then we came home and ordered it and realized, oh, we ordered it from that place that we were like, no.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Uber Eats here is super cheap. All the food's super cheap. Everything is super cheap.
Yeah, it is.
So,
grocery store super cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Something's got some spice. I got a little bit of spice in my mouth.
That's got help. I know, I guarantee. This doesn't know. I haven't seen any.
But this is not a bad spice.
We gotta get more of that avocado sauce. It's like, it was so cool because as soon as it hits your tongue, you feel like it's the aromatics. You are almost afraid of it because you're like, that is about to burn me from head to toe. And there's no heat to it though. So it's just got like this awesome flavor with a little anxiety on the first bite, but after that.
What kind of peppers are those, I wonder?
What?
In that sauce.
In the avocado?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but we're going to have to look when we go back to the store. And I'm going to read the ingredients on that
The flavor was really good.
Yeah. And proud of Dre. She's picking up some Spanish and trying it, even though she's embarrassed with her accent, which she shouldn't be. Because, I mean, let's just be honest. They get people here from all over the world. Could you imagine an Asian person trying to speak Spanish? They have a lot of R rolls.
The man did really well today that you bought your weed from.
Yeah, he did good. I guess. But I'm saying, like, German, French people, they come here and they have very different accents. You're Southern. You're still American, still English. They might think it kind of sounds a little cute. What are you doing?
I'm cutting the last cheese one in half and one of the beef ones in half.
Weirdo little fly. So far it's been impressive as far as bugs go. We've only had like one or two little gnats, and they just happen to pop up while we're eating. Go figure. It's nature of the game, I guess. But
We didn't even have to ask for limes this time.
yeah, thank God.
I just don't understand. I guess maybe we have the wrong idea. Maybe it's an American thing. Maybe consomme is just the thing. Maybe burrito tacos are these fried ones. I think that's part of the burrito.
No, they're supposed to dip. You can look it up. YouTube them. They look delicious. So, and I mean, yesterday, look at that girl. She was like, I just ordered it, and I mean, she was dipping it in there, and I was like mouth watering even after I had eaten the tacos.
We should have ordered some, but we were already done.
Well, here was the problem: is that they put pictures of stuff up of their food on the menu, but then when you get it, you don't get everything that's in the picture. No. So, like in America, when you order, like say La Mariposa, it has a picture of a burrito on a plate with beans and cheese and lettuce and tomatoes, and that's what comes on your plate when you get it. Here, I have pictures of tacos with the consomme and like some sauce. I think it's sour cream. And then it gets here, and we got no consomme and no sour cream, and they don't even look the same as they were.
Sour cream's a whole nother thing altogether. It's not a thing here.
Because they don't do sour cream, they have crema. Basically, it's creme fraiche.
But you can't even order it as a side.
Yeah, and it doesn't have much flavor. There's no sour to the...
The only reason we got the crema yesterday, I think, is because I put it on the notes.
And you can forget about ranch. I haven't thought about ranch. She has said the word before me. She said the R word before me, but that's because she's got that. Which one's
the cheese?
I'll take the plain one because I know that.
There's a whole plain one there for you.
I think they all come with
here's
cheese, man.
half of cheese.
I wanted it on all cheese.
I didn't know that. So I seen the cheese before I ordered, so I just went ahead and clicked add cheese and then plain. I didn't know you wanted cheese. My bad. Next time I know.
Who doesn't want cheese on their freaking Mexican
That's the thing, that they don't have cheese.
I know. They're crazy. Alright.
Anyway. Clearly we're about done. So they're good.
Yeah. Good for sure.
Some chips?
Those look like they're gonna hurt my teeth. They look like they're gonna hurt my teeth. They're really thick.
They're not actually.
Well, one tooth is about ready to just fall out, so
Let's see.
try not to upset it anymore.
Oh, they're actually pretty crunchy.
That's what I'm looking for. Oh. Soft crunchy?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's a digestion hiccup. As soon as my belly starts to digest, food hits it, signals get to my brain. I get that first digestion hiccup. I put the pico on it. I'm gonna put a little tiny.
Okay. Why don't you just dip it off the plate? There's a drop on there, so be careful.
I know. I got it.
I haven't even tried the sauces because I'm scared. I mean, it burns so bad you can't even really get any flavor. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try.
Burns so good.
So that's the flavor of the green sauce that we bought at the grocery store, but
Without
that
the
had
heat.
Mhm.
I don't know what pepper they didn't use then in the avocado sauce.
What is this?
That's a chili sauce. It's like a mole, but not quite that smoky. Ooh, take the lid off. That's hot.
Yeah, I could have done without both of those.
They like their spicy food here. Like there's no gringa. Pico right here. That's about it. Even the guacamole's got heat.
Not bad.
Like you said, you got something with heat.
Just a little, not very much at all.
I like a little tiny bit of heat, but when my eyelids start sweating, that's when it's like.
What's the radishes for? Is that a thing?
I honestly, I've never thought about using radishes in Mexican food. I clearly don't cook enough Mexican food because that's something that I pickle or cut paper thin into decorations or things like that in the French world. I don't.
Wonder if they take the heat away. I don't think they do.
I don't know. I don't like radish anyway, so I'm just gonna deal with the heat. A little bit of the heat.
So I got 2 of those pies in there. Obviously, that's what I'll have for my snack later from the grocery store. They're so good. I've been thinking about them, but I'm like, I can't ruin my appetite with them because I will. But yeah, later on, that's the kind of snack we'll have. Unless we take a walk to go get her some burrito tacos.
More tacos.
I mean, we should chance it. Bring them home.
More tacos.
Heat them up. Later.
Yeah. Or I got a cup of noodles.
Or cup noodles because she chose a chili rain.
Yeah, I got a chili relleno from that deli place last night in the
Grocery store.
or the grocery store. And unfortunately, my stomach will digest a battery, but there's about 2 things that it will turn up sometimes. And that is dairy products and clams.
But I didn't like it. I'm a big fan of it.
No, it wasn't that great. And my stomach did not agree with the cheese that they used. And it came up about 15 minutes later. So it is what it is. That's just the nature of the game. I managed to throw up on every vacation we go on, so I don't ever throw up at home. And it's not, it's not usually, no, it is usually the food because I end up eating shit that I know I'm not supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Like weird cheese. I didn't know what the cheese was, and I have allergies to.
What, yesterday?
Yeah. I didn't know what kind of cheese was in that.
Just white cheddar, probably.
Didn't have much of a flavor, but I'm allergic to penicillin, and some cheeses can turn my stomach, and I think that's
whatever that white cheese is they sell that melts,
That does not narrow it down. Just FYI.
You can buy it in the grocery store. It looks like mozzarella, but it's not. It's like a Mexican melted cheese.
Okay.
I don't know what the name of it is either.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just can't remember.
So, but it wasn't great anyway. She said she didn't like it. So
No. Wasn't that right?
that was really good.
Yeah. Was good.
So that's our dinner, guys.
What is it? 4 o'clock?
Oh,
3 o'clock?
like 15, huh?
Or dinner. Yeah, we'll probably definitely be going out and getting something else to eat later, but
The only reason we didn't go get burrito tacos from that place
because we are sun-dried.
we're sunburnt, but it doesn't actually hurt. It's weird. But also you have to cross the highway. Like
You have to do the chicken dance with the cars, and we just weren't feeling it today.
it's like six streets.
It's like 6 lanes.
Yeah.
And 4 of them are all going in one way, but they still have an island in between them. It's weird. It's so weird. And there's no lines in the road.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't even know if they're actually how many lanes.
We actually
there
did find that
are.
spot though that had the walk across.
Found the one spot that had like a walk.
A light.
Yeah, a light. But it was not, this light still wasn't for us. It just happened to be a light that we knew that when it turned green, we could go.
Well, yeah, it was because it was facing us, remember?
Yeah, and it was for the cars that.
Where we were at?
Mm.
One place. The light's in the bushes a little bit, so you can't really see it, so we'll have to like search for it. And it's only for coming back this way that you can see the light. If you look across the street, there's no light over there. So we either have to wait for that one to turn.
That's what I was saying. I think it's for the cars, but yeah.
Because it's only facing one way. So.
And it's, or you gotta find a spot where their speed bumps here are gnarly. Like, they're not just like little, you can just kind of go over them at 20. No, you have to almost come to a dead stop. Some of them are metal.
Yeah, they're round, looks like a ball stuck in the road.
Mm-hmm.
They're dome.
And there's like a line of them, but then they also do have regular old school, cement speed bumps that are really, they're like peaked.
Boy, that Uber driver we had on the way here this evening, he scared me a little.
There was a couple times even I was like, whoa.
Yeah. I mean, when he would stop, if he didn't stop fast enough, he used his emergency brake. Did you see that? Twice he did that.
Well, he also used his emergency brake to get himself going up off of a hill. So I don't know how familiar he was with driving a stick.
Yeah, he was like using that emergency brake, and I'm like,
I think that he was driving a stick shift, and I think maybe it was because he was having a hard time going up the hill, so his emergency brake on until he would get it going, and then
I don't know.
I was like, he just doesn't have that much stick shift.
Maybe he doesn't have good brakes.
That's true, but all right.
Well, that's dinner.
At least for now.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna need
the red sauce has pepper seeds in it, so you can actually tell it's hot. But the green, no sign of heat.
You don't know here what's gonna be hot.
Usually green is go and red is stop, but not with the sauces. Okay.
Yeah,
keep that in mind.
Yeah, for sure. You just don't know. Unless you can clearly see, like, the pico's got just tomatoes, onions, and cilantro. But, oh man. What, they gave us 3 different red salsas yesterday? Every single one of them were like, tear your face off.
The 3 yesterday, not one was. Oh, I think we used some of the green on it. Oh, yeah. I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
This is the most expensive meal we've had, though.
Yeah.
6 tacos, 3 with cheese, 3 without. A good portion of
half a liter of pico and half a liter of guacamole. So it's pretty good.
2 bags of chips for 2 people, obviously, and a bag of limes and radishes,
including tip, was $30.
$30.
So
that's for Uber Eats.
So a delivery fee, Uber Eats fee, tip, $30. So it's still not bad considering the fact that a half a liter of avocado guacamole would probably cost you almost that much in America.
But the guacamole I got from the grocery store yesterday is great.
Oh my god.
This is too.
Guacamole. They're avocados anywhere, basically. We've had him in like 5 different ways so far. And the salsas, sauces, the guacamole. Guacamole. All avocado, either in a sauce or in guacamole, has been really good. Even the hot, like that's like an avocado tomatillo, and it's still good, but it's hot. Oh,
yeah. Can't get the food in my mouth. Sorry.
It's a good thing I asked the lady from Airbnb how we do the laundry because I'm gonna wash this damn table.
No.
Just kidding. Oh man, we both got some dry ass skin.
Thanks for pointing that out on a video. That's cool.
Yeah. Take care.
We don't eat the other quarter of chocolate.
Oh my god, I'm ready for a nap.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Okay. As long as you know that.
Hmm?
The sun takes a lot out of me these days. You know, I grew up in the desert, and well, for first half of my childhood, I was in Nevada, middle of the desert, in the 80s and 90s.
Do you want any more of the guacamole?
I didn't even have any. I'm good. Moved to Colorado when I was a teenager, and the sun will kick your ass up there because you're much, much closer to it. So it takes a lot less time for the sun to kick your ass. Here, you don't realize the sun is kicking your ass until the second day. Colorado, you got about 2 hours before you know that you are cooked medium well. Here, this is like a boil you in, start you in cold water and bring you to a boil type of situation.
Right, but I don't know if it's the sunblock we're using. Clearly, we should have reapplied because we were in so much heat and sweating.
Right.
But it looks bad,
Hers looks bad and it doesn't hurt.
but it doesn't barely hurt at all.
Mine
It's-
hurts.
Yours hurts?
Back of my neck.
Yeah, no, my neck from yesterday, not putting sunblock on my neck is tender.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, like, my shoulders today got worse. They're
Mm.
super red. They look like they hurt, but they don't.
This looks like a lobster.
But they don't hurt. Like, honestly.
Hopefully they don't hurt tomorrow either.
But the back of my neck, my back of my neck's better. I put the aloe on there. But because we didn't do our back of our necks yesterday, we got burnt without the sunscreen, and it hurts. But what today getting burnt with the sunscreen doesn't. It's weird.
I didn't put sunscreen on my forearms, so I got a little sensitivity going on here. And
I just get brown on my arms.
well, she's got some Romanian gypsy in her. I'm Scottish and Irish, so I'm about as white as they come. Next to being a colonizer.
You want this tray so you don't got to sit in the hot sauce?
No, I'm so full already. Went hard for my tooth.
You don't want it? Don't eat it.
You're trying to make me.
No, I can eat it. I thought that you wanted it.
No, I'm good. I'm full and I'm starting to get over my teeth. My teeth are bad. So, I'm not shy to admit it. That's what happens when you're a recovering addict. Your teeth go bad. It'd probably be a lot worse if I didn't quit when I did.
So we are in a residential neighborhood, clearly.
Yep. We're not like some, touristy hotel area. Because
They're across the street.
we got this cute little place for an entire week for what it costs for one night in one of those hotels. So, and it's homey, cozy. Cute little enclosed patio. Beautiful little trees and birds and geckos. Can't complain. Oh, I bought some cigarettes today. They're the shortest. I thought they gave me 72s. I legit walked back in the store and I was like, are these the regular size? And then she pulled down the hundreds and I was like, oh. I was reading the box and they were just Marlboro Reds because they don't have Camel filters here. Apparently they're not popular. But they were so short. I thought they gave me the red 72s, but no, they just everything here is in much smaller portions. Like you order a soda or you buy one from the store, and they're little bottles or little cans. Unless you go to the convenience store or something and you find yourself a bigger one, but everything that we've been handed to us has been smaller, except for water. They are not shy about the water, that's for sure. But
But these bottles of water right here, I don't think you can see it, but
they're like an Aquafina.
9 pesos.
9 pesos, so that's like 2 cents. I don't even know how cheap. That's like next to nothing. 9 pesos. I mean, it's 20 pesos to $1, so it's like 50 cents. So
Yeah, because it's 10 pesos to use the restroom downtown too. That's an experience. It wasn't bad. Don't get me wrong. The restroom we used today twice.
Clean.
It was very, very clean. They keep it clean. The lady was in there cleaning the second time that we went in.
So there's a tenant there. You pay to use the bathroom. That's why
And,
they're so clean. But they don't have
toilet seats.
Just the good old fall-in rim. So you gotta do a hover or make sure that if you are gonna sit on that bad boy that you are holding on to something. Because
the good thing is they're low enough that a big girl like me, because I have a hard time hovering, I carry sanitizer wipes, and sanitizer with me when we go out anywhere. For that, I have a hard time hovering. I have a bad hip and bad knee.
yeah, it's
Anyway.
hard to.
I was able to comfortably hover on these. But I did wipe the rim, with the wipe, just the sanitizer wipe, just in case, I slip, fall, whatever.
I wiped the rim and all around it, and I put TP down, and I thought that I'd be okay because I was like, yeah, no problem, and I about fell in. So
also, those bathrooms we used today, not only were they clean, but there was enough room in the stall to sit on.
yeah, and also too, the one thing I like about the bathrooms here is that there's no cracks. Like there's not this much space in between the doors. Like they close all the way. There's not much space between the floor and the bottom of the door, and the doors go up pretty high too. So I mean, it's like you have a lot more privacy. I don't feel like I'm exposed
Well,
in those bathrooms.
Yeah, when we were at the Mayakan yesterday, where did I use the bathroom?
Well, the free one was at that restaurant.
That was awful.
Yeah. Then there was that other one that you did that was.
Did I use another one? I don't think I did.
Yeah, you used another one. We got 10 pesos and you used another one, but it wasn't one of those ones down there. It was. Pretty sure.
No, I don't think we did. We didn't. I guess I just went all day long.
Probably another reason why we're wiped out. We just need more water in our lives.
But I have to be careful what I drink because obviously I have an artificial bladder that's smaller than normal. So.
Well, yeah.
If I drink a lot of water, my body just spits it out. Anyway, that's dinner. We're about to
take a nap probably.
Yeah.
So that's what old people do on vacation. I didn't get it when I was younger. I'd be like, oh my god, the grandparents or my parents are back at the hotel taking a nap. Like I'm out, still playing and stuff like that. I get it now. I get it. We're gonna leave the kids outside.
Yeah, but we did about 3.5, 4 hours out in the sun this morning, right?
Yeah, and we did like 8.
And we walked. And not only that, most of the walking we did today was in the sand.
So it was like, and it's like on a steep angle too, and then
slanted sand, like a hill.
It's much flatter when the tide isn't high, but the tide is super high earlier, and it was just getting higher and higher as we were there, so we were like, okay. So we were like walking on sand like this until we could get back to the actual boardwalk, and then, but it was like 8 hours in the sun yesterday and a good 4+ today, so.
I feel great considering.
Yeah, I don't feel bad. Mexico's treated us good so far. Everyone's been nice and the food's good. She was worried about the food. She thought she was gonna get like deli belly.
I have not had no problems with the food whatsoever.
No, food's fresh and they're actually very good with their preparation. One thing I've always known about Mexican culture is that if you're worried about the meat, don't worry about it. They literally will kill it 10 times over again. And then it's
well done, yes.
Yeah, they like it very well done. And they kill it so much that it's pretty much just shreds apart. So at that point, it's just freaking delicious. You don't have to worry about nothing. So, and they're clean. And there's every restaurant, and there's people outside sweeping up the streets all the time. And we're not in a touristy area. Like, we're talking about just neighborhood people. And in the touristy
Yeah, I mean, the
area,
Malecon,
too,
they keep it pretty clean to have so many people down there. I
considering
mean, we're not
how many
really doing a
people-
lot of tourist stuff.
No,
Like,
the
we're not doing
Malacon's
excursions. We're not at a resort.
Yeah, we're not doing private tours or.
We've walked the Malecon. We've went in the back way of the Malecon. We went to the grocery store yesterday and walked around like that.
Yeah, we don't want to be on anybody's
You know,
itinerary or schedule. And
walking down the main streets where, there's regular stores and stuff, it seems a little bit better.
And where there's locals. You get the real culture experience as opposed to a bunch of fake people just trying to sell you shit.
I don't think that if I did come down here now doing it this time, that I would want to stay in a resort.
No, I wouldn't want to stay in a resort.
Don't get me wrong. Fresh swimming pool, cool. Because the water you can't really get in right now.
Right at the moment. It's pretty rough.
It's rough. But, I mean, you could. You would just get splashed as long as you didn't go out very far. But, other than that, I don't know what amenities are offered or whatever, but I really like this, do it on your own.
Yeah.
To go to the grocery store, buy my own food, have snacks, pick my places to eat instead of like just being kind of in a bubble of like resort life.
Right, and it was at a resort or in a hotel too. Like, you're very limited on any kind of space that you have for food. You can't hold food in a hotel room very well. You can't cook or something.
They probably have those nicer resorts or condos you can rent, but I'm just like.
Yeah, for more than what we paid for the whole week for one night.
This is the way to do it, I think.
Yeah, get yourself a cute, cozy
you do have to
point.
Step outside your comfort zone, obviously. We didn't come here thinking that this was going to be brand new, immaculate, whatever. And honestly, it exceeded our expectations. But also, we came here with the expectation that it is a home. It was somebody's home prior to now.
Right.
And that it's not like hotel life. I know Airbnbs back home, they have all these standards they have to live up to as far as like, whatever. But they'll get a 5-star from us, and I would recommend this place to anybody. But this is definitely the way I would do it. Now coming here and seeing it. Also you have to walk down here to the first store is like a pharmacy. And when you're walking through locals that are at the clinic. There's some locals selling coconuts on the corner, and they're not selling to tourists. They're selling to their people.
Yeah, they don't bother you.
Because it's not the main road.
Yeah.
And you have to walk through them. Like I said, there's a clinic down there.
There's like a retirement home.
And then there's a hospital and doctor's offices around the corner, so like you have to walk through that. And so you're in their space and you're seeing them. So, yeah, I think that...
And that's one thing that I think that we appreciate them being so nice to us, is that they're genuinely nice to us. They're not nice to us trying to sell us something or get us to do a timeshare or come to their restaurant or event or any bullshit.
We really have not been offered the timeshare thing, but maybe like 2 times.
Well, I think maybe the news got out that there was some... Don't know what he's saying.
Get the phone and let's show it.
Like a truck comes around. You have no idea what the dude's saying. Something about antiques and picking up stuff, but I don't know if it's trash or what it is. Because clearly that's not any good stuff in the back of that.
He's picking up junk, I guess.
I think he's just...
this
is just another example.
Scrap metal?
Right, and this is just another example of them trying to keep things clean. This is, even in a local area where people are living their lives and doing everyday stuff, it is not as dirty as what people
I'll come back to get that.
And there was a lady at the Malecon earlier when we asked about the bathroom who she says, I've lived here for 18 years. She called it a third world country, was talking shit, and that's when we finally were like, all right, we've had enough of you, because clearly we don't feel the same way that lady did. There's nothing really third world about it. They have wonderful healthcare, great dentistry. They have pharmacies where you don't need pharmacy for a prescription. So, like, for needing to wait for, sometimes a week for her inhaler would never happen here. We could just walk into the pharmacy and just grab an inhaler for her. And it's next to nothing. Like it wouldn't be $300 out of pocket. Like it would be in America. It'd be like $50, $30.
Yeah.
You know, if
Well, no, they're not even. They're like 20.
they're like 20. Yeah. So, and you know, if you are into other things,
Oh, I forgot I have this mic.
you know, or you need other things, they have those too, and you don't need a prescription. So it's nice that you know you can make the decisions for yourself. That hey, I might have a tooth infection. I might need an antibiotic. You just go talk to the pharmacist, and they're like, yeah, you got a tooth infection. Clearly, so
I'm gonna take this off so it doesn't get too loud. I had it in here. I was running the water.
Oh,
Anyway.
well, we'll see how that sounds later in the video.
Sorry.
But anyways, there's a 40-minute video. I'm gonna edit a lot, I'm sure. 40 minutes we're at.
Oh.
I know, we're just chit-chatting, so I think it's nap time. We'll yeah, I'll edit this and we'll get it uploaded later in life. But cheers.